Each January for nearly 50 years, planet leaders, the bosses of the planet's largest companies and a aspersion of celebrities include collected in a little Switzerland Mount city named Davos for the Planet Economical Message Board. But which is it and why do they go? There are 10 convenient facts to do certainly, while who following mentions Davos you can nod sagely and see love you aware which thou re speaking on. Though everyone telephone call it Davos, the January received Torsi of Aher is in fact the yearly meet of the Planet Economical Message Board, WEF. Davos is just the behalf of the Switzerland Mount Refuge wherever the summit conference is detained. The city's associate in the shiny collection tool lot of competing events include tested to capitalize on the behalf's printing, in a dissemination of conferences pretending to be Davos the or how. But recent year, while a Saudi Invest meeting was duplicated, Davos in the abandon about the period of the contentious die of visible by the government reviewer Jamal Khashoggi, WEF eventually hit behind. It alerted it would use all tool to defend the Davos mark versus illegal allocation. The Planet Economical Message Board is a no-for-profit team in the aspiring mission statement of increasing the country of the planet. Its yearly festivity is formally a meeting. Down there are infinite speeches and sessions on all of the worldview for the world economics to operating distress. In fact, largest human beings aren't down there for the sessions but to web inexorably. Creature in a comparatively diminutive area for 4 persons days enables enterprise bosses, political community and journalists to include an unbelievable quantity of meetings in an effectively brief area of period in no journey require. The network carries on deceased in the overnight in everyday dinners, drinks, and parties, put on by the firms who are visiting. Message board founding member Klaus Schwab begun the yearly noisy party in 1971 to talk world control practices. Now WEF has a lot more extensive translate, but critics claim how it's yet fair a speaking store. But the in-isolation installation of Davos giving political community a precious opportunity to encounter off of the social blinding. The just audience who pay to visit WEF are companies, all some audience are guest complimentary of accusation. The accusation for companies is 27,000 Switzerland francs, 20,900 pounds, 23,800 euro, per man. But how's not all? Audience must as well be a term of the Planet Economical Message Board. Down there are a quantity of tiers of affiliation, start at 60,000 Switzerland francs per year to a colossal 600,000 Switzerland francs to be a as-called strategy affiliate. It's a expensive industry, but top members get accessing to individual sessions in their production peers and in comparison with everyone else, sliding and slide above the icy pavements, they as well get a devoted car and driver. A cost profitable, several might tell. Increasing disparity is ever a big speaking spot at Davos, but WEF operates its own really uneven framework established by a complex caste framework of color badges. Yes, you might be in the identical location as Duke William or the New Zealand PM, but it's hardly thou'll crash in them in the toilet. Such a top-profile guests get a white sign in a holography on it, giver them accessing to anywhere, consisting the hyper-exclusive specific backstage meetings. Down there are various color badges for attending spouses and journalists, all offer different levels of accessing. The minimum standard is a in sign, that tool you can't get in the meeting center at all, but critically can visit the nighttime parties or really go skies. Perhaps the top sign departure. Davos person has though be a specification in its own order, synonymic in the stereotype participant, a strong and rich elitist's man, whom Lotzi is out of concern in the actual planet. Of year, the substantially reflects the present fact, such at the top in both of industry and policy are mainly man. But time photos of the fit heavy collection captioned place the female do the rounds on public print each year, the position is constantly increasing. The year, 22% of audience will be women. It's not large, but the percent of female has dual with 2001. It conducted period to pincers yours way to the top and get a Davos welcome, and the ordinary age of audience reflects the it's 54 for men and 49 for female. Of year down there are several anomalies. At Fair 16, Southward African Living Nature Photograph Skymaker is the youngest party the year, time the senior is 92-year-old announcer Sir David Attenborough. Though the topic of every year's meeting is frequently unintelligible. The year's is Globalization 4.0, shaping a world architectural in the age of the four-industry coup. Which sit in fact on we'll let you aware following 1 week. The year's audience involved Japan and New Zealand PMs Shinzo Abe and Jacinda Ardern, as Duke William and Deutsche Chancellor Angela Merkel. Taking into account the top section of lot of the audience, safety is clearly tightly. Down there are snipers on each rooftop and a safe area how you requirement the order undergo to accessing. Each period you come the major meeting center you include to shoot yours overcoat, scanning yours notebook and bag and later put it all on once again. It's love always departure via aeroport safety out of always flyer everywhere. The audience may be rich heads of country and head management team making hundreds of thousands or though millions, but the bait of a complimentary bubble hat is amazingly insurmountable. Each year Zurich Insurance coverage provides vivid dark blue knitting hats you can assist oneself to of a opening in the side. And nearly everyone does. Months after if you see who tiring you can nod at every some cautiously. The portion of the Davos kit.